How's it going, my fellow shiny Pokemon? Shiny Snorlax here, bringing you guys Pokemon Showdown and new fights. And I built a new team up here, and this was mainly a test for this team, but I decided to upload with this team. Anyways, he leads off with his. I lead off with my Electros. He leads off with his. I think it was Cranium. I think it's called Cranidos or whatever. I forget entirely about Mold Breaker. I stay in. He goes for an Earthquake. It takes it out. I go for a Fake Out to get some nice splash damage. And of course, Cranidos is flinched. I go for a Drain Punch and take it out in one shot and get a good amount of health now. He switches out into his Swak. I bring back my Kangaskhan and switch on to Mushroom, predicting that fighting type attack, and I was right. He goes for a close combat, and his defenses are now lowered. He needs to switch now. He thinks a second type attack might coming, but I went for a Thunder Wave, predicting a switch, and now his Executor is now paralyzed. I go for Moonlight to scout out what's going to happen, but he is paralyzed and cannot move. I switch out into my Jinx to try to take out the nice type attack, but he goes for a Sleep Powder and puts my Jinx asleep. I withdraw and bring out my Kangaskhan, and he is paralyzed. And I go for Fake Out to get some nice flinch damage, and he is flinched. I go for a 10, thinking that he might go for something to set up something, and his Citrus Berry heals him up. He goes for a Substitute, and Harvest ability makes him eat his Citrus Berry again. I go for a 10 to try to break that sub. He goes for a Psychic and takes my Kangaskhan to below. Almost takes my Kangaskhan down. I go for a 10, almost killed the Executor, but he goes for an Energy Evolve and take out the Kangaskhan. I bring out my Gabite and go for a Dragon Claw, and the Executor goes out. He goes for an Ice Punch, and I had confidence that I could live, and it did. And I go for an Earthquake, but it survives. He goes for another Ice Punch and finishes me off. I bring out my Octillery because I know it's Choice Band. He goes for an Ice Punch, and if that hit, he will switch on to something. So I went for a Fire Blast. He stays in. He brings out into his Charizard. I bring out my Musharuna, and he goes for Hidden Power. Musharuna takes the hit very well, and I almost heal it off with the leftovers. He goes for a Fire Blast and takes me down to half. But I go for Heal Bell and heal up my Jinx, and he goes for another Fire Blast and takes me down to red. And right now I'm basically stalling for his life full damage to take him down at least half. He goes for a Fire Blast, and I go for a Thunder Wave, and he is paralyzed, and I get that nice speed cut. I go for a Moonlight, almost healed me up to full. He goes for an Air Slash, and now he's at about half HP. I go for another Moonlight just to be safe. He goes for a Fire Blast and about half. And I go for a Psychic and take out the Charizard. He brings out his Zangoose, and he goes for a Night Slash. I had confidence I could at least have one hit, so I went for a Thunder Wave, and now I get that nice speed cut. I go for a Moonlight just in case he had some type of messed up set. He goes for a Night Slash, which means that he's probably scarred to Focus Sash. So I'll go for a Psychic and take it out with a critical hit. Man, I'm getting mad lucky right now. He goes for a knockoff and takes away my leftovers. I go for a Thunder Wave to get that nice speed cut again. And I go for a nice Moonlight. He goes for a Leech Seed and gets a Leech Seed off basically. I go for a Psychic and do a bit of damage to him. Right now he basically keeps on using like Giga Drain and stuff. And I keep on going for Psychics. He keeps on going for Giga Drains and healing himself up. And the Leech Seed heals him up to about half HP. I go for a Psychic. He goes for Synthesis. And Leech Seed almost takes me out, but however I live with a bit of health left. I go for a Psychic and take it to about half. Mushroomer goes out from the Leech Seed. I bring out my Jinx, and I basically win. So yeah, like, favorite, and subscribe to become a shiny Pokemon. And what is your favorite type of drink? It's a random question. I just feel like it. Anyway, see ya.